Олег, ты выставляешь или нет?
Окей, все, YouTube мы leave.
Now it's YouTube. Okay.
What kind of questions are you waiting from me, from my side?
Not for you.
Anything about you ask, for example, landlord, owner of apartment need to rent the place out, what he should do? All from that perspective. So today we're doing owner side. Pretend that you new owner, and you need to put it yourself without agent, or how its agent will help. Yeah. Ну, сторона лендлорда, вот лендлорд будет смотреть, как ему помощь какая-то, он сам думает или с агентом поставить, и как ему лучше.
What are the reasons to work with an agent? Am I right? Yeah. So why landlords prefer cooperation with agencies?
Yes. So Jeremy, what is the reason to work with you instead of by myself? If I'm landlord, I want to do myself. But maybe I hire agent, I don't know. What exactly agent to do?
Well, I'd say mostly the reason to hire an agent rather than manage yourself would be simply just so that you don't have to deal with it.
Okay.
A lot of times when you're dealing with tenants, it could be a large commitment of time. Maybe you're too busy. Maybe you don't want to talk with them. Maybe they end up not being the best of tenants, and you don't want to have to fight with them every day just to get a single thing done or a single thing fixed. So that's why you kind of ask a property manager to do it instead.
So property manager is somebody stepping in my shoes as a landlord, isn't it? Right? To do everything I would do otherwise. And what is the steps if I want to do myself? What should I start with? Okay, I have apartment. I just purchased one. I need a tenant. Where do I start?
Well, you probably need to advertise to find a tenant. And usually you could do that on various websites. There's a lot of websites that you could do, like Liver and Sumper, stuff like that are focused on renting. Or you could also go on some more broad websites that have more reach, like Facebook. You could just post in the marketplace, or like on Craigslist. You could find a lot of people kind of just looking around. So that's a couple of places that you could put your advertisements on in order to find someone that might be interested in renting out your place.
And
hey, sorry for interrupting. May I clarify the question for myself? What do you think? What is the most effective platform for advertising? Which one is number one? Yeah, which one is really must have to your personal experience?
I think all of them are equally important. There's not really a number one. You'll always find it. People will choose to find their own webs to look under the way that they want to. Some people may choose just to search on Facebook. Some people specifically go to the leasing websites in order to find an apartment. So my suggestion would probably be just use them all.
For my personal opinion, everything is nothing, you know. Like where you are, I'm everywhere. So it's not like the answer, you know. There is no any like concrete suggestion. Do everything. Okay, what should I do? Do everything you can do. It's not the advice. So yeah, it's it's time consuming, you know, to post advertisement wherever it's possible. So it could take all the day. It's better to know some specific.
Let me put it this way: if you do it in a season where it's more tenants than landlord, you don't need to put anyway. You put one ad somewhere, and they will find you under your bed. They will drag you out of your place. They will meet you next to your house. They will find the way to hunt for you, literally, right? If it's a slow season, yeah, then it's opposite picture. Then you need to really think your strategy carefully, right? And to do it in a strategic way. And in that place, everywhere would be helpful because you're kind of desperate. You put here and you put there and you put ten in there. To my opinion, still number one platform. Most of people looking in BC. I don't know everywhere where. It's a still Craigslist, and maybe now more and more Facebook. Now more and more Instagram. Now more and more other smaller websites that are claiming BC leadership, but still main one is a Craigslist, and Craigslist has many categories, right? So it's a have categories sublease, category vacation rent if it's furnished. So don't forget about those categories, not put only in the main one. Mhm.
Oh, that's a good like clarification. Yeah, good detail. Yeah.
Mhm. Now question for Jeremy. Ask him some questions.
From my side or what? Okay, Jeremy. Wait a second. Yes, please. I have a show connection. We still want work on my like personal accounts, and unfortunately I can't. I have to manage it somehow. All right. Sorry. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay. In the meantime, Jeremy, I want to touch base you about how to pre-screen those people who call you, and what parameters you pre-screen them, or you just go. Anybody call you, you go to showing? Probably not, right? It's a time consuming. They may be not suitable to the place. Based on which questions do you pre-screen them?
Yeah, usually I ask, well, the common questions I ask would be, one would be, there, how many people are gonna live in the unit and their names in relation to the person you're talking to the jobs slash occupations of the people that'll be living there. Then 3 and 4 is usually, it'd be reasons for them to move and when they would expect to move in. Those would be the 4 main questions that you'd usually ask. And then other questions that would depend on some things that maybe the owner would like would be like, do you own pets? Stuff like that. Because a lot of owners don't like having tenants with pets, so it's better just to screen them out before they come in, like midway through showing them, they're like, oh, I own a pet, is that okay? And if it's not okay, then you just wasted your time there.
Yeah, good point. Clarify pets for sure. And I have question to all of you. What is most important question to pre-screen for? Anyone can give me right answer. One question you need to ask every person that calling you. No?
One more time, please. Maybe I lost the idea.
What is the main question when person call you to make appointment for showing the place? What is the main pre-screening questions would
There's a
you ask
tenant. Yeah, a possible tenant. Yeah, or like
before you run to appointment, before you go to all this trouble to meet him? What the questions did you ask over the phone?
have you already fulfilled the application form?
Probably, yeah, it's question can ask because he may already did it and already saw 30 other questions, right? I would ask how many questions, how many places you already saw, but this is not major one. You definitely need to ask it during your appointment, right? You can ask it on a phone, but on a phone, what the main question, guys? Think about it. Question number one to
Maybe
ask.
when are you ready to
Question to
move in?
agent or a question to a landlord?
No,
The
question to tenant.
Tenant.
What
You
is
are
the date of
landlord
moving
and
in?
tenant want to see the place. What is number one question?
No, for me, I think number one is location, how many bedroom, what is your income, when do you work, how long you have no work.
But
No.
he calling on particular listing, right? Also, don't forget, you
Uh-huh.
try not to make it in a hostile questioning interview because some people will just don't like it. So your goal still get him there to meet you, right? So if you asking question, asking few, not too many.
Okay.
I want you to sing, guys, because if I tell you, you will forget. I telling it many, many times to everybody. And now from your reactions, looks like nobody remember.
Mhm.
Think, what number one question need to ask? Jeremy, you know that one.
I don't know.
Come on, I'm a tenant. What number one question you ask me? I'm calling, I say, I want to see your blah blah, the bedroom at the Melville Street.
No, maybe I
Your
ask
availability.
how long I live here, and I ask maybe как это называется, как бы рекомендацию. Почему, ну, рекомендацию, например, как он должен арендует квартиру, или если он вновь прибывший, он должен, конечно, показать, ну,
Okay.
как может платить.
Number one question, guys, always remember, before you
Ага.
ask anything else, ask when he needed from what date. Okay, this is the most important because if he wanted now and it's place available from April 1st or May 1st, do you think it's over already here, right? Maybe not. Maybe he will say, I can rent something in the meantime, but it's very unlikely it's happened, right? So always ask from when he looking for place. And probably you can suggest to him, say, oh, you need it from 15th of March. I actually have very similar apartment available exactly then. Why don't we look at that one? So you not waste your time, not waste his time, you clarify the dates. Because, and also second question, if the dates not match, is he willing to move around a few times or can he stay longer and place he's there? If he's not, if he say, no, I'm not gonna move, I needed to this date and only like that, and why you would show it to him? This is not possible to arrange. This is most important question, and 80% of people will not go through based on this question. So you don't need to waste your or their time. Remember
I
that.
completely agree with Natalia. Yeah, that was my answer, but maybe you didn't hear it. So what's the date of move-in?
Yeah, you were not on you were on mute for some reason. We thought you speaking with show again. Okay, so Jeremy, think, right? What is the next question? I would also clarify the location, exactly listing he asking for, and I will ask about price, because sometimes for whatever reason you may put a wrong price, which is $1,000 less or something, or maybe he confused. People who is looking, they are not focused. They may think they call you, but about another property. Yeah, really clarify place he's looking for, but not be discouraged. Sometimes I rent it to people who is asking for downtown. At first I rented Surrey for them, and they leave it happy ever after for newcomers, right? So the people are open-minded about locations from time to time, not all of them. But you need to know and see how open-minded they are and know your inventory so you can suggest the most suitable place for them. And most likely it will be not the one they're asking about. Okay, now you can ask questions, Jeremy. А чего вы не на видео? Теперь мы вас не видим, но слышим. Jeremy, what else you can share with us? Share with us your secrets.
What secrets?
Well, every agent have some secrets. How you pre-screen tenants?
I have a question to the Jeremy, if you don't mind.
Yes, yes.
Jeremy, do you remember your first 3 landlords? How were you able to find them, and how long was it?
Natalia, just give it to him.
No, I mean your personal, like treasure. When and where did you find them?
I guess the question where to find landlords, but now we have actually we have interview 4 landlords. So how they find a tenant, how they look for tenant, right? A little bit different topic.
Yeah. Maybe paraphrase my question to Jeremy. I think he's lost.
Yeah.
Don't need to ask about yourself if you don't want to. Just answer generally, like maybe, okay, after you show, okay, you pre-screen them. Now you meet with them at the location. What you do next?
You just answer any questions they may have, and let them know that you're happy to help them, and do what's best for them, and that's usually what they want to hear.
And what do you do next? If they are kind of hesitant, oh, I don't know, maybe I look more, maybe I not. So you somehow guide them about process, what it is process?
Usually, you just answer any questions they might have if they're not too sure, and show them any kind of things like direct them to our website, or show them that we have high rating on Google, stuff like that. Make them feel a bit better about choosing us.
And if you're individual landlord, what else you say in Finnish? Are you saying if you like to apply, this is how we can do it together, application, or you say give me cash and move in, or how you do it? How is the next process?
Usually you show them the kind of the agreement, the rental, the authority agreement, and let them check it out. If you said give it to them in person, sometimes they don't want to sign on the spot. Just let them have a few hours, a few days to kind of think over it, ask any questions they may have, and always kind of be in touch and kind of communicate with them make them feel important.
But how you now talking about meeting with landlord? Yeah, I'm talking about meeting with tenant. So it's the same
Tenant.
thing actually. Yeah, just
Oh,
different.
you said landlord.
Yeah, no, I say if you are landlord and it's tenant in front of you, so what do you say to tenant in the end? I would say not harass as a tenant. Many landlords keep calling tenant every minute. Are you taking the place? Are you coming? So tenant becomes scared. Oh, this guy, if I move in with him, he never give me time to breathe, right? So just ask it one time, send it one time, like once a day, don't keep harassing them if they not responding and if they not. This I see biggest mistake landlords make. Too much trying to hold on to tenant who is not even decided yet or not yours, right? If tenant told you that I'm looking for few more places in the next few days, uh, just paste your connections with him, not be overbearing, because if you are too much, he will not choose you just based on that, just thinking that you are gonna be too much all the way through the tenancy, right? Yeah. So if you are an opposite is true, don't just disappear. Just be responsive, be communicative. Mhm. Yeah. So after you get his application, how do you check it?
Well, you go through the application, check what their credit score is, see if and then check their references. Sometimes just search online like the phone number of their references to see if they are who they say they are, and then check their references, give them a call, ask them a couple of questions, and if if the if everything seems good, then yeah, you could go ahead and forward that to the owner and see if they think it's a good fit. Yeah.
And to conclude all this, why you think it's better to hire experienced agent than to do yourself? What is benefits of hiring agents?
I'd say the benefit of hiring an agent is you'll usually get a better tenant because most of the time the agent is looking for a good tenant rather than the first person that walked through the door, which a lot of landlords kind of fall in the trap of, where you just find someone, you just grab the first one you see, and they end up not being very good.
So landlord typically feel desperate in maybe it's not the word to say, but in the way, right? They feel, oh, it's a last chance, I have to take it. Yes. Yeah, good point. Very good point. Okay, Jeremy, thank you so much for your interview and everything else you would like to add.
I'm good.
You're good. So if any more questions about how to find a tenant, how to make this process, and really agent try to do it less stressful for you, yeah, because you're saving money to your opinion. To my opinion, you're not. If you hire experienced agent, he make you more money than you do it without him in a big way, not only like rent, you think, all other things during the process. Because when it's right tenant choosing, it saves you more money during the tenancy. So, and it saves you time, stress, money, communicate with your agent well, and probably we can prefer to how to choose an agent now. Now, Jeremy, my question to you. If I'm a landlord, how I choose agents? They all seems to be nice. They all feel like they are good, right? I can look their advertising. How do I choose one?
I'm not sure. That's just a
You
question
know,
landlord.
well, like, I think first of all you meet with them, right, and see if you feel comfortable, if you have a good rapport, if you can work with them, but also see the results, maybe how agents active, how many, ask them what they rented recently, how many years they doing it, ask them questions and see if you feel comfortable. Don't feel in a trap of agents who is talking good, right? For example, some agents don't know how to talk, like, but usually people who talk good, they not do such a good job. Unfortunately, they're just salespeople. So compare those two things. Not how he talk only, but how he will walk, what he will do exactly, how prepared he comes. Does he show you any hopes, any graphs, any details, or he just blah blah talking about nothing? So you need to really dig deeper and to choose the agents that really will do the job for you, will not give up, will be constantly on a job, reliable, yeah, more reliability issues than anything else. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Jeremy. So next time, what topic you like to cover with us? About what?
Thank you,
Maybe
Jeremy,
next,
very
how to manage properties. That's Jeremy knows well during the property management process. Okay, thank you.
thank you.
Олег, отключай от YouTube. Bye-bye, YouTube. Олег там? Мы еще на YouTube.
Алекс тоже ушел, да?
Да, он говорил, что у него какой-то appointment. Но я понимаю, мы еще на YouTube. Сейчас я Олегу позвоню, он вышел. Да, мы еще live on YouTube. И еще, Олег, ты пропустил наше завершение, так, Аня.
Что было в завершении? Я просто отошел, извините,
Его
угорно.
можно обрезать.
Надо выключить YouTube.
Окей, извините.
Зато у нас такая лайв прям, настоящая живая